mean, I kind of jumped the gun, as you can see it. It's one of those times when I can't restrain myself. I have to pour that thing. Once I get everything set up, instead of pushing the record button first and foremost, I crack that sucker open and I have that last pour. I apologize for robbing you of that experience. Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy. And if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. There's always something interesting in almost every other video. Guaranteed to be entertained majority of the time. All my returning viewers, you know how it goes. This just might be one of those videos, so stick around. So we're talking about the Clan MacGregor. Today we're doing the final pour episode of the Clan MacGregor in Mr. Randy's Revisiting series, where I go back to all the first bottles that I've had in early to mid 2025. Most of these are going to be Scotch. We're doing the Scotch right now. We might do whiskeys and bourbons a little later towards the middle of the year. But what we do with this Revisiting series is we go back, we take out bottles that are roughly affordable at $20-ish, around $20 price point. We also have to say that it's relatively available and obtainable in most areas. Also, the key point to this whole series is that it has to be a bottle that I somewhat did not care for. It did not strike me. It did not rub me the right way. It didn't care for me, or I cared for it, till about here or lower. And the second half of the bottle is where things got better. So for all the new people, let's do the rundown real quick. So Mr. Randy does a 3-part series when he does his whiskeys, wines, libations reviews. Part 1, off the rip, get the bottle home, crack it open, pour it in a glass, share my first impressions with you, because gosh darn it, you're so special. Part 2, I'll swear I'll start using some different languages here pretty soon. We're going to get halfway down, the ish zone. We get down here, I'm going to leave what's left on the bottle for a week, 2 weeks, depending on scheduling. No promises anymore, I guess. I'm going to go online, I'm going to get as much information as possible, and you know, all my return viewers, you know it's not that much. Sometimes I can really pull a good story out of there. I get as much information as I can. I come back, I present it to you, we talk about it, I rank it, we continue to drink it. Part 3, where we are here today, the final pour, thusly named, have the final pour, compare it to what? That's right, the first pour, and everything in between. So today is going to be the Clan MacGregor blended Scotch. This is the 1 liter, by the way. 40% alcohol by volume. There's a little bit of that. I'll go ahead and let you sit there for just a second. If you need longer time, I guess pause it, rewind it. There's a story behind the whole labeling. This is not the original labeling. It's not the original labeling. This is the new labeling. And there's a reason behind all that. It's in the full review. If you care to know the whole story about it, go back in the archives and check that out. Today we're doing the final pour, and we're going to put this sucker to bed in just a few minutes here. On the nose, it's very light, but there's some deepness to it. There's a little bit deep, a little bit of richness, but it comes off relatively light. Nothing offensive, nothing that really like surges up. It's actually a very nice nose for an inexpensive blended Scotch. We also have known that in the full review, I told you that this bottle here gets crapped on more than any other blended bottom shelf, inexpensive. I will not say it's cheap, because it's not. Just because you can get this bottle for sub $20 doesn't make it not good, okay? Try it. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out. Like I said before, one of the parameters is that when I first had this bottle, I didn't like it so much for the first half. As cheap or inexpensive as it may be, I'm talking price point here. If you don't like the first bottle, I won't push you to try it again, but just maybe. Maybe. It's always going to be better on the second half. I find that most bottles are better on the second half. So let's get that first palating out of the way, because we all know how that works. Let's go ahead. I'm going to have to work faster. I've got less than 5 minutes. First palating, Get that out of the way. Work on the second one. There's some sweetness, borderline sickly sweetness. You got spice, comes in the background. Some honey, a little bit of oak, more spice than oak. Honey, maybe some light and dark fruit. That's kind of weird. This is the final pour, so things are going to be different than the rest of the bottle. Sometimes this final pour just beats everything else in that bottle. For the price, Clan MacGregor, I think, is very well. I mean, this thing is definitely a pretty standard, inexpensive Scotch. Only snobs would turn their nose up at this. It's got a nice nose, very light, very mellow on the palate. Still good. It's got a sort of like a, reminds me of like maybe Sprite a little bit. Like if somebody poured just a little bit of Sprite in the Scotch, and it came off as a Sprite with Scotch. I have no qualms about purchasing this bottle. And this is only the second bottle I've purchased, but kind of busy with a lot of other bottles, so don't hold it against me. I do hold it in somewhat of a higher regard when it comes to Scotch, especially in the realms of inexpensive Scotch. You do not have to pay $115 for a good bottle of Scotch. It can be had for under $20. But you get what you pay for. What do you want more? The experience, quality, or do you just want the bragging rights that you spent hundreds of dollars on a bottle of juice? Let's go ahead and get this finished. I've got 3 minutes at best. Very light, very mellow. There's not a whole lot of action going on. It's somewhat juicy than it is anything else. No spicy, no hotness, no overwhelmingness. It's very smooth. It's very easy. Yes, the flavor characters dissipate relatively quickly on the finish, and then they leave you with a very minimal amount of action going on. Not bad. It's good. I mean, for $20 for a liter of quality enough Scotch, what more could you ask for? If you really can't be spending more than that, this might probably fit the bill. Foot. You know what I'm saying? It's a good, inexpensive Scotch. Now I'm getting some heat on the back end and some tingliness in the gums. Clan MacGregor. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button for me if you're still here. If you find yourself more often than not watching my videos and you haven't subscribed, I don't know, maybe do me a favor and hit it. Like I said, subscriber count, not really the biggest thing for me. I care about interaction. Let me know in the comments what you think about. What do you want to talk about it? Maybe suggestions, comments, complaints. Go right in the bin. But there it is. Clan MacGregor. Nice, inexpensive blended Scotch. Thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits, and definitely have a good one.